All right, everybody, this is a partial test and mostly unboxing of my eBay haul for Blu-rays and 4K discs. I'll probably do more of these because I usually pick a buyer on eBay, and you know, depending on what movie I'm looking for, I will usually see what that buyer has and go crazy, right? That'll be my store that I pick. Usually I'll buy like 5 to 10 different movies on eBay when I go shopping. So let's see what I have here. And I kind of forgot what I bought. I have a general idea, and I'll talk about each of these movie picks as we go through them. Buyer packed them up, or seller packed them up pretty nicely. Looks like we have 2 bundles here. I'm also doing this pretty late. It's about midnight right now. I bought a lot of new equipment that I'm going to be setting up and putting to use in my videos. I think right now I'm just really seeing what works. Like right now I have this Tascam recorder that I literally bought like 2 years ago when my son was born, or a little after he was born. And it's a piece of dog shit. So just as a small review, this only worked for about 5 minutes when I had it. For anybody that's looking to buy the Tascam Ministudio Creator, it's garbage. I have nothing but problems with it. The first channel doesn't work. The second channel doesn't work. So with me saying that, I'm testing out a lot of this equipment and seeing what I'm returning back to Amazon, seeing what I need, don't need, that sort of thing. Right now I'm using a Sony a6500, and I think that should do for what I want to like really produce for, you know, YouTube. I don't think I need anything crazy, especially because I really want to see what works and what I can use, and you know, what I can get out of what I have, right? So now that I have this opened, let's go through it. Again, I forgot what most of these are, so bear with me here. All right, I do remember I bought the first, or actually the Bad Boys collection. Looks like it's Bad Boys 1 through 3 on Blu-ray. And yeah, I actually really liked Bad Boys 1 and 2. Bad Boys 3 was fine. I enjoyed it. It was one of those movies I saw just before the pandemic, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a great re-entry into the franchise. With that being said, I have not seen Bad Boys 4. I've heard really good things though. But with Bad Boys 3, I do remember that I started thinking about how I thought Will Smith should do another Men in Black. I think that the franchise has a little bit of life left in it. I just recently watched Men in Black 2. Men in Black 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3 yet, but I think it has some life, right? If Bad Boys 3 and Bad Boys 4 have like a little bit of energy left in them, I think he could do a Bad Boys 4. I don't think it's I think he could do a Men in Black 4. I don't think it's out of the question. But yeah, Bad Boys trilogy on Blu-ray. This is an upgrade to my Bad Boys 1 and 2, which I have on DVD. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's put these off to the side so they don't fall. The next one, this one I do remember buying because it was sealed. And this is the Hellboy animated series, Blood and Iron. This is a 4K. And I am a big fan of the Hellboy films, namely the ones produced by Guillermo del Toro. I know it's not like extremely popular, but I've been on an animation kick for the past few years, and I really wanted to add this to my collection. Ron Perlman, Selma Blair, I mean, it has the cast of the original films. This is Creed 3. I have Creed 1 on Blu-ray. Let me move the mic up here so I'm not hunching over. Creed 3, I have the first Creed on Blu-ray. Second Creed, I do not have. This is another one I remember being a really good deal, especially because it was sealed. This one I have not seen. I remember wanting to see it, just didn't get around to it. I think with Jonathan Majors in this, before he got himself into trouble, he had the juice. And I think that, he's managing to keep himself relevant, at least in the news cycle. I think he'll do a comeback at some point. He's a little weird, right? He's kind of an odd dude. But clearly, acting-wise, he had chops. And you know what? He'll probably have a comeback. I'm looking forward to seeing him in Creed 3. I remember I was really excited to him being that addition to the franchise. And Creed 3. This one is Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. A lot of people really enjoyed it, said it was fun. This seemed like a movie that I would want to own on physical. This was one of those films that the trailer probably didn't entice people too much, but when people went to go see it, much like Fall Guy, as like I heard, I didn't get to finish Fall Guy, but much like Fall Guy, it actually ended up being really good, and a lot of fun. So looking forward to seeing Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Unforgiven 4K. This one is open. Have never seen Unforgiven. Never got around to it. Been hearing a lot more about it and how it's a must-watch, and decided to buy Unforgiven, giving it a chance here. I do recall this being a pretty good 4K release, at least from the reviews that I saw, so looking forward to giving this a spin. The next one is Black Klansman. I heard a lot of great reviews about this film, with this being a great Spike Lee film. Another film I just never got around to seeing. I do recall this being a pretty good deal. I think this guy gave me some pretty good prices. Again, I'll post most of these prices next to my head here. But just one of those films that I really wanted to see with Adam Driver, and looking forward to it. Can't say much more about other than that. Alien Covenant. Was really excited to see this. Still really excited to seeing it. Alien Covenant and Alien Romulus. You also have Prey, which came out a few years ago. Caught my eye in this eBay seller's store, I should say, and decided to add it to my cart. So, Alien Covenant. And last but definitely not least is Space Jam on 4K. Space Jam 4K. I don't know. I didn't really hear a lot about this being a good 4K release. I want to see how it aged in terms of it being, released on 4K. But, hey, Space Jam, can't be mad at it. To me, classic film of my childhood. Looking forward to giving it a spin. But those are my pickups. Let me know what you think. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm testing out some audio equipment here. Testing out, just a few things that I want to see in my future videos. And what better way to do that than an unboxing? But hey, listen, if you have any comments about these movies, please leave them below. Do you like them? Can't stand them? Let me know. Thank you for bearing with me. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Bye.